Welcome back to GlobeGo. Nestled in South America, Brazil is a dazzling fusion of colors, cultures, and scenic beauty. Famous for its football, music, and stunning women, Brazil has a unique charm that's hard to resist. Stretching over a vast expanse, Brazil boasts the majestic Amazon rainforest, the sun-kissed golden beaches of its coast, the sprawling plains of the Cerrado, and the picturesque mountains in the southern region. Nature's grandeur is on full display here, with every corner offering a new spectacle of beauty. However, Brazil's true beauty lies in its people. This nation is a melting pot of ethnicities, each bringing its own traditions, languages, and beliefs, creating a rich cultural tapestry that is uniquely Brazilian. 1. Poverty and crime rate. When most people think of Brazil, they often picture stunning beaches and vibrant cultures. However, Brazil's reality is much more complex. A significant portion of the population faces extreme poverty. Approximately 1/3 of Brazilians live in conditions that make daily life a struggle. The favelas, Brazil's densely populated urban communities, are a stark reflection of this reality. These areas are often on the outskirts of major cities and are characterized by inadequate housing, poor infrastructure, and challenging living conditions. For many residents, the lack of access to decent socio-economic opportunities pushes them to the margins of society, creating conditions where criminal activities can thrive. Recent data from the year 2021 shows that nearly 30% of Brazilians, or around 63 million people, live on less than $100 a month. This highlights the widespread economic struggles faced by a large segment of the population. There have been some improvements in recent years. The poverty rate, measured at $6.85 per person per day, decreased from nearly 24% in the year 2022 to just over 21% in the year 2023. This improvement reflects better economic conditions and the impact of social protection policies like the Bolsa Familia program. Despite these gains, poverty and inequality remain significant, influenced by historical and systemic barriers such as racial and gender discrimination. The absence of state-provided basic services like quality education, sanitation, and effective public security contributes to the vulnerability of these communities. In many cases, criminal groups exploit these gaps, imposing their own control over local populations. Drug trafficking, in particular, often finds fertile ground in the favelas, providing income for unemployed and marginalized youth while perpetuating cycles of violence and instability. As of the first quarter of the year 2024, Brazil's unemployment rate stands at nearly 8%. This is a slight increase from the previous quarter, but an improvement compared to the same period in the year 2023, which saw an unemployment rate of 8.5%. Did you know that one of the pivotal figures in Brazil's independence movement was a woman who disguised herself as a man to fight? Stay tuned to find out more about this fascinating figure. 2. History. To understand the increasing crime rates in Brazil, we must explore a bit of the country's origin story. The first inhabitants of Brazil were indigenous peoples who lived in harmony with nature for thousands of years. However, the arrival of European explorers in the 16th century marked the beginning of a new era. In the year 1500, Portuguese navigator Pedro Álvares Cabral sighted the Brazilian lands, claiming them for the Portuguese crown. Portuguese colonization brought with it an intense process of natural resource exploitation and the introduction of the plantation system based on monoculture and African slave labor, which deeply shaped Brazilian society and economy for centuries. Brazil was a Portuguese colony, exploited to enrich the European metropolis. However, the quest for independence grew among Brazilians, culminating in the proclamation of independence in the year 1822, with Dom Pedro I declaring himself Emperor of Brazil. Figures like Maria Quiteria, who disguised herself as a man to fight in the Brazilian War of Independence, exemplify the courage and resilience of Brazilian women. In the year 1888, the Golden Law officially abolished slavery, marking the end of one of the darkest chapters in Brazilian history. In the year 1932, Brazilian women gained the right to vote, largely due to the efforts of activists like Bertha Lutz. This period also saw the rise of influential cultural icons such as Carmen Miranda, whose performances brought Brazilian music and dance to international audiences, highlighting the unique contributions of Brazilian women to global culture. The struggle for civil rights, democracy, and social inclusion deeply marked Brazil's recent history, culminating in the country's re-democratization in the year 1980s. In contemporary Brazil, women continue to be pivotal in various spheres, from politics to sports. Dilma Rousseff's election as the first female president of Brazil in the year 2010 marked a significant milestone in the political arena. In sports, figures like Marta Vieira da Silva have become global icons, showcasing the talent and determination of Brazilian women. Women's social movements in Brazil have a long and impactful history. From the fight for suffrage to modern campaigns against gender-based violence, Brazilian women have continually pushed for greater equality and rights. The Movimento das Mulheres Trabalhadoras Rurais, or Movement of Rural Working Women, is one such example, advocating for the rights of women in rural areas and addressing issues such as land reform and social justice. Before we continue, I have a question for you. Where are you from? Have you ever been to Brazil? What do you think of this country? Please comment below and chat with me. Ever wondered how Carnival became the global phenomenon it is today? We have some intriguing details coming up. 3. Festival. Today, Brazil is a vibrant country known for its cultural diversity, natural wealth, and the economic challenges its people face due to ongoing political corruption. Despite these difficulties, Brazil continues to strive for a fairer future while nurturing its rich traditions. One of Brazil's most famous traditions is the Carnival. This unique and vibrant celebration captivates not only Brazilians but also people worldwide. Carnival transcends borders, colors, and cultures, uniting people in an explosion of joy, music, and dance. Held in the early days of February, it is one of the most anticipated events on the Brazilian calendar. With deep roots in the country's culture and history, Carnival is an expression of national identity and a chance for Brazilians to celebrate their diversity and creativity. The festivities take place all over Brazil, with particularly exuberant celebrations in Rio de Janeiro, Salvador, Recife, and Olinda. During Carnival, thousands of dancers, musicians, and artists come together to tell compelling stories through their parades. It's common to see beautiful women dancing in elaborate costumes, which is a normal and celebrated part of Brazilian culture. In the Amazon region, the Festival do Boi Bomba is a major event held in Parintins. This festival is a folklore celebration featuring the reenactment of a local legend through dance and music. Women participate as dancers and singers, contributing to the vibrant and theatrical nature of the festival. 4. Women. Brazilian women are internationally recognized for their stunning and diverse beauty. Their physical features reflect the mixture of influences that shape the national identity, with traits ranging from tan skin and dark wavy hair to elegance and graceful movements. One of the most notable aspects of Brazilian women is the expressiveness of their faces. Their eyes, often large and expressive, can convey an intensity and depth that captivates everyone who observes them. Their lips, usually full and sensual, give them an aura of mystery and seduction. But the beauty of Brazilian women goes far beyond physical aspects. They possess a contagious energy and vitality, manifested in their confident posture and way of moving. Whether dancing samba with elegance and sensuality or simply walking down the streets, Brazilian women exude an aura of femininity and strength. To illustrate the beauty and charisma of Brazilian women, consider some well-known figures such as Gisele Bündchen. This supermodel is a global icon known for her striking features and statuesque figure. She represents the quintessential Brazilian blend of European and indigenous heritage. Adriana Lima is another supermodel, renowned for her exotic looks and prominent presence in the fashion industry for years. Anitta is a pop star and performer who embodies the vibrant and energetic spirit of Brazilian culture. Her music and style are a testament to the country's rich cultural tapestry. Brazilian women often rank high in global beauty contests and surveys. The country's representation in international beauty pageants is strong, with many Brazilian women winning titles and accolades. The Miss Brazil pageant, for example, has produced several Miss Universe winners. In terms of popularity, Brazilian women are admired not only for their physical beauty but also for their cultural contributions. Brazil's influence in music, dance, and sports often highlights the dynamic presence of Brazilian women on the world stage. Did you know that Brazilian cuisine is a delicious blend of indigenous Portuguese and African influences? We'll uncover some mouth-watering details soon. 5. Cuisine. Brazilian cuisine is another cherished tradition, reflecting the country's cultural diversity. Since the first encounters between indigenous peoples, Portuguese colonizers, and African slaves, food has become a means of expression and preservation of traditions. One of the most iconic dishes in Brazilian gastronomy is feijoada. This hearty dish, made with black beans, pork meat, sausage, and various spices, is much more than just a meal. It symbolizes the country's identity and pays homage to the humble origins of the African slaves who created it. Today, feijoada is enjoyed throughout the country and has become a national culinary icon. Another dish that carries a strong symbolic significance in Brazil is churrasco. Rooted in the traditions of indigenous peoples and gauchos, churrasco is much more than just grilled meat. It's a social gathering ritual where families and friends come together to savor this delicacy, accompanied by various typical side dishes such as rice, farofa, and salad. In the Northeast, acarajé stands out. This fried dumpling made from black-eyed peas, onions, shrimp, and palm oil is a true symbol of Afro-Brazilian culture, laden with religious and ancestral meanings. Women dressed in traditional attire often sell this delicacy, adding to its cultural charm. Each region of Brazil boasts its culinary specialties, which have become national treasures. Whether in the south with the gaucho barbecue, in the northeast with acarajé and vatapa, or in the Amazon with its exotic fishes and fruits, Brazilian cuisine is a living expression of the country's cultural richness. 6. Landscape. When many think of Brazil, the stunning beaches of Rio de Janeiro often come to mind. Rio de Janeiro is undeniably one of Brazil's premier coastal destinations, with beaches that are true postcards featuring golden sands, clear waters, and a lively atmosphere. Two of the most famous beaches are Copacabana and Ipanema. These beaches stand out not only for their natural beauty but also for the vibrant energy and lifestyle of the locals, known as cariocas. Copacabana Beach is an iconic symbol of Rio de Janeiro. Its nearly 2.5-mile-long waterfront is bustling with activities from sports to a lively nightlife. Meanwhile, Ipanema Beach, with its elegance and sophistication, is known for its cosmopolitan vibe and the presence of celebrities and artists. However, Brazil's breathtaking beaches extend far beyond Rio de Janeiro. The country boasts a coastline dotted with paradisiacal destinations across various regions. In the northeast, for example, Jericoacoara in Ceará stands out with its stunning dunes and clear waters, while Praia do Forte in Bahia is famous for its natural beauty and as the headquarters of a sea turtle preservation project. In the south, Florianópolis Beach in Santa Catarina is renowned for its calm waters and relaxed atmosphere, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Brazil's natural wonders are not limited to its coastline. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the earth, covers about 60% of Brazil's land area. This dense tropical forest is home to an incredible diversity of flora and fauna, with many species found nowhere else on the planet. Exploring the Amazon offers a unique experience to see exotic wildlife and lush vegetation up close. The women of the Amazon region, especially those of indigenous descent, are known for their deep connection to nature and their traditional knowledge of the rainforest's medicinal plants and biodiversity. Another ecological treasure in Brazil is the Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland. This region is famous for its wildlife, including jaguars, capybaras, and anacondas, making it a paradise for nature enthusiasts and photographers. Women in the Pantanal region often engage in ecotourism and conservation efforts, playing a crucial role in preserving the area's delicate ecosystem. Before we explore the final aspects, I have a special 10-second request for all of you to listen. If you can help me in any way, just hitting that subscribe button would mean a lot. It greatly supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Do we have a deal? 7. Visa. To apply for a retirement visa in Brazil, you will need to follow several steps and meet specific conditions. Men must be at least 65 years old, while women should be at least 60 years old. You must have a monthly income of at least $2,000, which can be transferred to Brazil. A clear criminal record is mandatory, and you need to provide a police clearance certificate issued within the last 3 months. Proof of health insurance that covers you internationally is required. Additionally, you must register with the Brazilian immigration authorities, known as DPMAF, within 90 days of your arrival. The Federal Police Department will provide the necessary residence authorization. The retirement visa is initially valid for 12 months and can be renewed annually, provided you continue to meet the eligibility criteria. 8. Cost of living. Now that you're captivated by Brazil's charm, it's important to understand the cost of living in this beautiful country. For a family of 4, the monthly grocery bill, covering essentials like food, personal hygiene items, and cleaning products, typically ranges from $400 to $600. In larger urban centers such as São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, this amount might be even higher. Dining out also varies in cost. A meal at a popular restaurant usually costs between $10 and $20 per person, while more upscale places can charge $40 or more. For snacks and fast food, prices start at around $2. Rent prices differ greatly depending on the location. In major cities like São Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs between $400 and $700 per month. Outside the city center, the rent ranges from $250 to $450. Basic utilities, including electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage, generally amount to $50 to $100 per month. Internet services usually cost around $20 to $30 monthly. Public transportation is reasonably priced, with a monthly pass costing around $40 to $70, depending on the city. Taxi fares start at about $1, with an additional 70 cents per kilometer. Rideshare services like Uber can be a bit cheaper. Private health insurance varies, typically costing between $50 and $100 per month for basic coverage. Visiting a general practitioner might cost around $20 to $50 per visit. A monthly gym membership is about $20 to $40, while a movie ticket costs around $5 to $10. Brazil also offers many free or low-cost outdoor activities, such as beaches, parks, and hiking trails. For an individual living modestly, the total monthly cost of living in Brazil can range from $700 to $1,200. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Globe Go, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.